Hello good citizens, welcome to Master Asador channel, specializing in Argentinian style barbecue, but we do everything on the grill. So today we're going to have something special. We're going to have a Cuban fried pork chunks, and it's actually a very easy recipe that was passed on from a friend of ours, and we're going to try it on and you'll see how easy and fast it is. It's only a few ingredients. It's just a matter of keeping an eye on the process, because it goes from one stage to the other, and this is when it gets tricky and it needs to come out. It needs to be you know, with a lot of attention, so it comes out good. All right. So we're gonna go and we're gonna process now. We're gonna go through the ingredients. Okay. So we have a shoulder in here. This is what we're gonna use. And then we have a bunch of onions for the end. You see how we're going to do this. Close to the end of the video, we will show you how we process the onions on the disco, and how we cook them so that we can incorporate them. And then all we have is salt, just kosher salt, and water, a bunch of water, a lot of water. In this case I have a bottle of wines because this one has been drunk. You'll see. Now we're going to start cutting this off into pieces and put a little bit of salt on it so it gets a little flavor, and that's actually all it needs. And then eventually we'll put a little seasoning on it at the end, which we're going to show. Okay, one of the secrets of this is yeah, smells good. It's cutting them kind of big because they shrink. They tend to shrink. So, and the other thing is try to leave some fat on it, whatever it is, so that it doesn't come out too dry in the middle. So this is how we do this. Now that we have some fillets, we're going to cut them pieces like this. You'll see. I'll show you when we mix it with the salt, which is pretty much the only salt it's going to have, because remember, this is going to get concentrated at some point, so that it gets a nice and dry and kind of fried on. But the reason why we don't use a lot of salt is because when the water evaporates, there is a lot of salt concentration left on the meat, and you don't want to go too high, make it too salty, and then it's not going to be just as good. Pieces like this, they're kind of a little big, but they will shrink a little. You'll see. So don't be afraid. Some of them are a little smaller, it doesn't really matter. Now this is good because it has a layer of fat in here. It will help to keep the meat moist, you know. You could also use the belly, but the belly is mostly fat than meat, so it will be too fried, too hard, let's say. So this is the shoulder is the most preferable meat. You see, like pieces like this are going to come out really good because it has some fat in between. They will never dry and will get crispy. These are going to be good stuff. So Cubans, they make this better than anybody else, but I'm bringing this for you so that you can make it at home. And if you don't have any Cuban restaurant or Cuban that does this good, you can do it yourself at home. Very easy. Okay, so now have this. We're gonna go and 1 second, piece off, put a little salt on it, right? That's it. And so now we're gonna mix it up a little bit and leave it on salt, like about I would say 45 minutes to an hour, maybe. Yeah, that's good. Maybe another pinch or two, because like I said, this is gonna be the only salt it has, so it has to go a little heavy at the beginning, and then, you know, the water would absorb some of it and the other will stay with the meat. Very good. So we'll let it rest, and then we're going to start preparing the places. In the meantime, while this one rests, we have to fill up the containers. We're going to boil it on with water, and then at that point we have to wait for the water to boil. But before we do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna brown this a little bit. We want a very nice concentrated flavor. We want the pork to really show up as much as we can of flavor. We're gonna like kind of like brown this a little bit before we put the water on. In the meantime, this is gonna get nice and salty, and you'll see the process. I'll see you later. We're gonna brown now the meat. Put some in here. Okay. There we have it. And around it, I'm going to put water. We cover it up all the way through. Once the water evaporates, it will. Almost done. We're going to throw some garlic cloves at the end. This doesn't have to be cooked all the way. It's just, you know, slightly cooked so that it takes all the acid away, and they become soft. They're taking all the flavor from the disco left over from the meat. Now with a little bit of garlic, this is going to be real good. 2 more minutes and this will be done. Here is our final product. We're going to proceed to test it now and see what happens. Let's see. Here it is. It breaks apart. Look how fast, how easy. Super tender. Fabuloso. The onions give a little sweetness because it's a little bit salty, but it falls apart in pieces. Super tender, super tasty. Very good. I hope you try it at home. If you like the video, please subscribe. We're going to be loading more videos for you. Until the next time, cheers.